Hey, come on in. Let's just sit here for a moment, you and me, away from all the noise. In this space, we're not really going to be studying the past. Nope. We are going to listen to the whispers of something much, much older, something that's already inside of you. So let me ask you something. Have you ever had that feeling? You know the one, where it feels like you're moving through a plot that was written for you, but maybe not by you? Like all the people you meet, all the challenges you face, they're all part of some big story you just can't quite get your hands on. Trust me, you are not alone in that feeling. It's one of the most human things to feel. Well, the answer to that feeling, the map to that personal story of yours, it's been waiting for us for literally thousands of years. It's hidden in plain sight in all those tales we were told as kids. Because those ancient stories, the ones about gods and monsters and heroes, they were never really about them. They were always a kind of secret language to talk about us. So first things first, let's just throw out that old definition of myth we all learned in school. A myth isn't some false story or a dusty history lesson. Think of it more like a living language, the original language the human soul actually came up with to talk about itself. It's how we describe our deepest fears, our wildest dreams, and all those confusing parts in between. See, we're often taught to look at these stories in just one way, like an academic study, full of facts, dates, and history. But there's a whole other path, and that's our path. We're going to treat these stories as an inner journey, focusing on the meaning and the feeling they bring up in you, right here, right now. So please, seriously, put away your notebooks. There's not going to be a test. I'm not here as a professor. Think of me more as a guide. Imagine us just sitting together by a campfire, letting these old stories light up the path that's right in front of us. And what are we going to find on this journey? Well, we're going to explore the landscape inside of you. We'll use these myths to give names to your deepest fears, to help you understand your hidden desires. We'll even get brave enough to look at this shadow, those parts of ourselves we kind of try to hide. And by doing all that, we'll uncover your incredible potential for change and wake up that inner hero that's been waiting there all along. Now, this journey we're about to take, it has a pretty unique map. It works by building a bridge between two worlds that might seem completely different. The universal stories that belong to every single one of us, and the stories that come from the soul of a very specific place. So picture this bridge, right? On one side, we've got universal mythology, those patterns and characters that pop up in stories all over the world, speaking to the soul of all humanity. And on the other side, we have the deep, powerful myths of the Guarani people of Paraguay, stories that capture the symbolic soul of a specific, magical land. By connecting them, we get to see how a giant universal story can come alive in one particular place. It's pretty amazing. In our time together, we're going to walk down 4 main paths. We'll meet what I call living archetypes, these ancient patterns that are absolutely still active in our lives today. We'll trace the famous hero's journey, that universal roadmap of adventure, struggle, and transformation. We'll do some comparative mythology, seeing how different cultures are really telling the same core story. And most importantly, we're going to find practical tools that you can actually use in your life. Our method here is simple. It's a 4-step journey we'll take together every single time. First, we just listen to the story. We let it wash over us. Then, we'll gently start to uncover its psychological meaning. The third step, and this is the most important one, is we find the myth inside your own life. And finally, we'll leave you with a practical tool, a simple reflection to carry with you through your week. Think of it less like a class and more like a therapeutic process. So, if there is one thought I want you to take away from all this, it's this. Myths are not dusty old relics. They are living, breathing mirrors held up to show us our own faces, right here and right now.
It's a simple question, but it's a big one, isn't it? Looking at a mirror like this, it takes a little bit of courage, but the journey to know yourself is the greatest adventure any of us can ever take. So, are you ready?
If you are, then our journey really begins. Next time, we are going deep into the night, into the heart of the Paraguayan forest, to meet a creature made of shadows and whispers. We are going to meet the Pombero. And while you wait for that journey, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What if the thing we fear the most, that monster we imagine is hiding in the dark, what if it isn't a monster at all? What if it's just a misunderstood part of ourselves, just waiting to be seen?